Birmingham Women's Hospital. Nothing to do with the war. It was later when the doctor came. Violet pushed herself up and tried not to wince. The pain was immense. "Just a few stitches, Mrs. Hall." He was clipped and matter-of-fact. "I've spoken to your husband. You were aware of the pregnancy, yes?" Violet nodded. "Ectopic," the doctor said. An egg, fertilized, but attached to the wrong place. Growing all the same, and for weeks. "About 14, we think. That's quite a stretch." Violet cast her mind back. Missed periods, skipped beats. October it was. Fred was on leave. And she could hardly believe it had happened straight away. She was 1 week late, then 2, then 3. Then time slowed right down. Like cocking your head to catch a very faint sound. And she'd watch the nights draw in, the trees lose their leaves, thinking all the time about next July. July 1945. A summer baby. Bright blue skies. "There's one more thing." The doctor coughed. "It seems that it was twins, Mrs. Hall." Violet felt the air hauled out of her lungs. She couldn't take it in. There had been 2 of them, holding on. 2 children at once. What a handful, she thought, until she remembered they were gone. Gone, pram-boy. Done for. Through. Not you, though, pram-boy. Son of a Pole. Son of a soldier with his gun. So let's just say, for you will always get your way, it's for the best. Oh, yes. Cooey, cuckoo. Find you a nest. Had they held on to her, or she to them? It didn't matter in that wrong place. The enamel pail, its dark blue rim, and the thin metal handle with the wooden grip. She might have rolled up her sleeves and plunged her hands right in, searching in the rust-tinged liquid. For twins. The doctor was looking through her notes, saying something about her history of cysts, the removal of her left ovary a couple of years ago. Perhaps her mother had been in. She would have known what to do. Cold water, not hot. She would have got down on her hands and knees and tamped the stains with a cloth. Then she would have carried the pail downstairs and rested it on the mat while she unlocked the back door, then poured it out. Into the drain in the yard, with the suds and the silt and the dirt. The fetuses had been surgically removed, the doctor said, along with her womb. Violet blinked. One of the other patients shuffled slowly past her bed. And so, there was a pause. "You'll understand that you will not be able to bear children, Mrs. Hall." He looked suddenly small, like an awkward schoolboy in his collar and tie. "Thank you, doctor." Violet smiled politely. The doctor nodded and moved on. 2. Nope. Still nothing. Violet pulled up her knickers and swilled out the pan. Every time she would check. Every slight feeling of wet. She would go to the lavatory or somewhere she could pull up her skirt, hoping for a bleed. But no. There was only the pale slick smeared on her inner thighs, the glistening string like egg white. She shut the lid and sat down again, lit a cigarette.